Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you 32 idioms that you can incorporate into your life and sound more as a native speaker. In case you don't know, an idiom is a phrase that you cannot translate word to word into your native language, otherwise it's gonna sound weird. So the only way to remember an idiom is to actually remember it. What I would recommend you is to write down all the idioms that we're gonna talk about so you can then refresh your memory when you go over your books. And if you're ready, you have your paper and pen to write it down. Let's go over the most popular idioms with examples, so it's gonna help you to remember the idioms faster. Oh, and yes, some of them are like wildly used, so I'm sure you've heard them somewhere, but if you didn't, that's totally fine. You're gonna learn them today. So if this topic sounds like something you're interested in, please continue watching this video up to very end. But before you do, don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit the like button so you help me to promote this video and for more people to see it. And one more helpful tip that you're gonna thank me later. Please write them down. Even if you think that you know this idiom, but you can't remember when was the last time you used it, write it down so then you can refresh your memory later. And let's go. The first one is pull yourself together. The meaning is to stop panic and take control of your emotions. For example, your friend broke up with her boyfriend, which didn't treat her right, and she knows it, but she still keeps crying, and it's like crying like a baby, right? So you can tell her, pull yourself together.
I mean, what the hell am I supposed to do now? Damn it, woman, pull yourself together.
The next idiom is hit the books or hit the gym. That means to really start studying or to go and exercise. An example can be, I'm going to hit the gym today.
My mom was like, hey Mia, do we hit the gym? I was like, who's gym?
Be in two minds. That means you are unable to make a decision because of the pros and cons of this decision. For example, you can say, I'm in two minds about leaving my job. Your guess as good as mine. This idiom is used when you don't know the right answer. Someone is asking you if the real estate market is going to stay the same crazy as it is right now. You can answer them by saying, your guess is good as mine.
Because right now, your guess is as good as mine, and I don't think that's good enough.
White lie. White lie is used when you are lying because you don't want to hurt someone. It's like the small lie, which is not really, it doesn't make anyone harm. It's just making everything better. For example, your mom cooked a dinner and you don't really like it, but you saw that she was struggling in the kitchen for a few hours, and you're gonna tell her that the dinner was great. So that way you're lying, but it's a white lie. It doesn't make any harm.
To confirm your meeting tomorrow.
Strep throat. No, some kind of virus. What's going around?
Asian flu?
Good one.
That's different from the idea of what has always been known as a white lie.
Speak one's mind. That means speak directly when you're finally determined. For example, you can use it in the phrase, speak your mind.
Speak your mind, tool.
To have a lot on one's plate means that you have a lot going on and you are overwhelmed with these problems. For example, I had a lot going on in my life in 2021 because I had to do like my new home renovations at the same time finishing college, working 2 jobs, moving here. So that was a lot, and I can say I had a lot on my plate. Kill 2 birds with 1 stone. You can guess the meaning. It means achieve 2 goals with 1 action. For example, I go to do my pedicure and I do my homework at the same time. So I kill 2 birds with 1 stone.
We're using a phrase wrong. We use it when we found an easy way of doing 2 things at once to save time. Killing 2 birds with 1 stone isn't easy.
White collar. White collar worker. Maybe you've heard that phrase. So the idiom white collar, the collar itself, it's something you have in your neck, on the shirt. The dog also wears collar. So white collar worker, for example, means an office job worker.
Today I want to talk about my family's obsession with white collar jobs.
At the same time, blue collar, which is another idiom, means the physical worker.
Blue-collar workers are second-class citizens. They're despicable, contemptible members of society who should be relegated to the job site or their trailers and not to mingle with civilized folks. If you've worked a blue-collar job, you've probably experienced this bias.
To get cold feet. This one is my favorite because I experienced this idiom really recently when I had to go to my dentist. To get cold feet means that you are getting afraid of something that you already planned on doing.
The lead actress got cold feet opening night. That's when you brought me a bottle of whiskey, Eric.
Cry over spilled milk. That means to feel sorry about an old mistake or problem that cannot be changed right now. Out of the blue. I know you've heard this one, and this idiom means when something happens unexpectedly. For example, she came out of the blue. Once in a blue moon, when something happens really rarely. For example, I go clubbing once in a blue moon, because I hate clubs. Actions speak louder than words. That's also an idiom, and you can guess its meaning right away. That just means that instead of saying something, just do it, because people react better to actions instead of words.
So we do all this talk, yeah, my mama, I love my mama. Yeah, your actions will show.
Blue blood means that you are royal, but it also sometimes used in a negative way. For example, someone is being too arrogant to other people, and you can say he has a blue blood, he doesn't care about people. Silver spoon in one's mouth. That means when you were born in like a really rich family, so you don't have to struggle with like real people problems, and you can say about that person, he has a silver spoon in his mouth.
Yes, I was born with a silver spoon in my mouth, I know.
To take a rain check. That means that you cannot accept an offer right now, but you don't mind accepting it later. For example, your friend invited you to dinner and you have lots of homework and you really want to go, but not this weekend, maybe in a month. You're gonna say, let's take a rain check.
Actually, I booked time to use the darkroom at Hollis. I want to develop those photos. But can I take a rain check?
Golden opportunity. That means that that's like an extraordinary chance for you to do something, like this great opportunity that you need to take. For example, I got a golden opportunity to come to the US. At the same time, golden parachute, maybe you've heard that if you work in a bigger company, if you study in the US, that's a pretty well-known idiom. Golden parachute means a compensation, like a huge compensation. For example, when the top manager leaves the company, he gets a compensation because he has a golden parachute.
Their value. And a good CEO can create a lot of value. But things have gotten so out of whack where you've got these golden parachutes.
Cost an arm and a leg. I'm sure you know this one as well. That means that something is really expensive. For example, my sofa costs an arm and a leg.
Costs a lot to be here. Costs you an arm and a leg.
To lose one's touch means you can use it as good as you did before. To lose one's mind. That means starts to behaving like crazy. For example, I thought I'd lose my mind when quarantining.
Losing your mind can be achieved by surprisingly mundane means.
To break the ice. That means to remove tension, especially during the first meeting when you're kind of shy. What you can do to break the ice is to start a small talk about the weather or something irrelevant to the topic. Be over the moon. That means be very happy. For example, he was over the moon after he got the present. Green with envy. This idiom means to be very jealous. For example, he was green with envy when Emma got a promotion. To blow off steam. That means to exercise or to crush something to release stress. For example, I go to the gym to blow off steam.
Hi, Jim. Yeah, I like to come up here anytime I need to blow off some steam.
Gray area. This idiom means that something is unclear. Maybe there is not enough rules to the subject. When you do your taxes, for example, your tax person can say, it is a gray area because there is not enough rules to this particular subject.
So what about all the gray areas? Hey everybody, this is Scott. You know, there's a lot of areas today that Christians come across where the Bible is not so clear.
Black sheep, that means you are different than someone else in your group. You can say she was a black sheep in class. Spill the beans, that means to tell the information that was supposed to be kept secret. Go with the flow. The idiom means not stressing out about the things that are not going the right way right now, and to follow the situation and go with the flow. And the last idiom is clear as mud. This is a controversial idiom because mud is dirty, right? It's not clear. So if you did not understand anything that I told you about, none of the idioms, you can comment down below and say, Karyna, thanks for sharing. It's clear as mud for me. That would mean you didn't understand anything. So I would recommend you guys to write down the above idioms and highlight them with the examples so you can start incorporating them into your speech right away. So that was it for me for today. Thanks a lot for watching this video. If you're not yet subscribed, subscribe to this channel so you don't miss the new videos that I'm gonna post. And thank you and have a great day.